Hello guys, this is George again with Melnick's Automotive. We are looking at a 2004 Acura TL. We had a customer bring this car because apparently he developed an oil leak and he was getting an oil change somewhere, and they have told him that this vehicle is leaking oil from a bottom crankshaft seal, main seal. So he loses quite a bit of oil. The vehicle has about 160,000 miles, and he brought it in for us to go ahead and take care of that issue. It's going to be a big job, but we can go ahead and handle it, and I'm going to try to walk you through it, through every single step, and we'll show you what we're going to do. Obviously, it's a big job. It's pretty much same as doing a timing belt, except we're going to reuse all the components. All we're going to do is just replace the bed seal, because we're going to have to go ahead and pull everything apart just to get to that seal, because the way they made it in Acura, they buried it. So let's go ahead and pull it in the garage and go from there. First, I noticed when you open the hood, both hood struts don't hold the hood. So what we're going to have to do, we're going to use something now to prop it up, and we definitely need to replace those, or at least let the customer know that he has bad hood struts. They don't hold the hood. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove all these covers on the passenger side, because that's when we're going to get access to the engine mount, which would need to be removed. And they pull right up just like this. And now we're getting to that engine mount. We will have to remove that engine mount, and obviously we'll take off the wheel, we'll jack up the car, and that'll give us an access to the crank pulley from this side. Now we got the vehicle all jacked up, wheel is off the ground. We're gonna go ahead and remove the wheel. You could do it by hand. We got an impact, so we'll just use an impact tool. Make it very easy and fast. Trying to make this video on my own here. It makes it a lot harder to work and talk and do the job, but we'll get through it. So we're gonna get the wheel off, and we're gonna see a first sign of an oil leak. As you could see, all that stuff, I'm gonna get some light on it, is oil. So now we're gonna go ahead and remove this cover, and that's gonna give us an access to that crank pulley. Okay guys, I was able to remove the cover, and I could definitely see everything's in oil, and that over there is where it's coming from. It's a crank seal. This job is a very expensive job, and basically it's the same job as doing a timing belt and all the components. I did offer a customer to go ahead, and since we're gonna go in there and replace everything, to do it, and he refused. He said just go ahead and do the seal. Now I'm gonna take you underneath the car and show you how bad it's leaking. There you go. Try to get my light right on it, but you could see oil pen, and it's all in oil right over there. And to those of you who don't know much about this car, the design they did, they put water pump, timing belt, tensioner, and all the components underneath that cover. So if you gotta go ahead and just replace the seal, you still gotta pretty much do the same job. Everything has to come off. You still gotta go ahead and reset the timing belt and all that. So next I'm gonna remove a serpentine belt, and I'm gonna show you that in just a second, and we'll start getting the covers off. So all that needs to be done just to replace a $3 seal for this vehicle.
That's amazing.
This here is a Serpentine Belt, and that's the tensioner right there. I'm trying to zoom in on it. We're gonna push that and take the belt off. We'll take off the power steering pump, and next we're gonna start removing those bolts around the plastic cover, both sides. Next, we're gonna loosen up tensioner, belt tensioner, to get the belt off, and we'll just do it. It's the proper way of doing it, but trying to do it all by myself here, and you know, you got to push it counterclockwise and just pull the belt off. So let's see if I can hold my camera and do it to show you. It's pretty tense. If it slips off, you could definitely hurt your hand. So now I got the belt off. Next will be the power steering pump, because I will have to remove this engine mount because that attaches to the water pump. So it's very poor design. If this vehicle ever gets in an accident and the damage is the front passenger side, it always cracks in here, and then you develop a water leak. I'm trying to get a light on it to show you. That's attached straight to the block. I'll remove the belt and show you how that's all about. But that right there is the engine mount, and it's attached to the block, and that usually cracks. So then you got to get a new engine block. I'll get that professionally repaired. Next, we're gonna go ahead and remove that engine mount, and there's two bolts up there. You can see my socket, size 14, is sitting in one of those bolts, and then there's two more on the bottom, size 17, so those would have to come out. So I'm gonna go ahead and take those out now. It's very nice to have an impact tool, makes it a lot quicker and easier, but you could also use a driver, and you know, just takes a little longer, a little harder.